Have you ever found yourself thinking that you've got it all figured out, only for you to realize that life has other lessons to teach you? Well, this year I've uncovered some truths that have challenged my reality, challenged my assumptions, and have now shaped the way I think, the way I operate, and the way that I proceed in life. As we wrap up another year, I want to share some personal insights that I've had this year, which have been profound in my life and have shifted my perspective. These are not just quick tips. No, they're not. They have now shaped my reality, and I hope that they give you something to think about. Number one, I need to focus more on intentionally engaging with the mundane aspects of my life. This year I have realized that most of life, most of it is an ongoing process. Most of those are just repetitions, things that we do every day, day in, day out, day in, day out. And life is not just all of the check boxes that we have to take to go, right, I've done this and I've done that. Most of life is ongoing, right? Yes, indeed, we may have goals that we can turn into tasks, and all of those tasks get written down and ticked. That's great. However, those items are the minority of the experiences we have in life, of the things that we do in life. Most of the things we do in life are actually things that we do again and again and again. For example, you don't just eat one time and just go, right, never ever again. Or breathe in and out today and go, right, I'm done with breathing for the week or for the year. I know that those sound a little funny, but think about it. It's like wearing your sunscreen. You wear your sunscreen several times through the week, or you eat, or you cook, or you clean, right? You take out the rubbish, or you interact with people. These are the things, these mundane things, they are the things that we do every so often that consume the majority of our time. This realization has honestly changed my life to become more intentional about planning and enjoying, or at least recognizing, these mundane aspects of life. They happen so often, I might as well enjoy the things that I do every day, the things that I do so often, day in, day out. If we spend so much time planning for things that we do at work, for example, and not enough time planning the mundane, the everyday things, what then is the point? What then is the point? Now I look for the magic in these everyday tasks. These chores that we do that we call chores, they are no longer depressing or demoralizing. I look forward to doing these things because they happen so often, I might as well enjoy them. I don't just want to enjoy a few highlights of my life. I want to enjoy the mundane, the everyday aspects of life that used to just fly past me without my knowledge, without my acknowledging them. Number two, it is okay for me to be in a season of focus. You know, this idea of a balanced life is a myth. There is no such thing. I've said this before, you cannot give yourself to so many things at the same time. You cannot give 1% of you to 100 different things. Sometimes dinner gets made at home, but work just doesn't get all of you on that day. Right? Sometimes you are a parent. All of you are a parent. For example, when my baby is teething, of which, my goodness, babies teeth like 17 million times in those first 2 years, right? When my baby is teething, I am mom. I'm mom 90%. The remainder of my time, I literally only spend just being alive, not doing anything else other than being alive. This is something I remind myself of now. I cannot be everything to everything and everyone at the same time. It is just not possible. Instead, life flows in seasons, and it is okay for me to lean into that. Because see, sometimes I am laser focused on a project that needs to be done, has a deadline, needs to be done, and everything else, I do not have the time to meet all of those. And that is fine. Sometimes I have the time or the space or the freedom to juggle several things at once and to just be average at all of those things, and that's fine. I enjoy that too. You know, rather than being guilty or feeling bad that, oh, I've done this today but I've not done that. that guilt is starting to go away from me now, because now I understand there is no such thing as work-life balance. There is no such thing as a balanced life. We can try to do a few things because there are multiple aspects to us. I understand that. However, with tasks that need to be done, sometimes something happens but something else or other things do not happen. Right now, the priority is making this video. That means some other things do not get done in my home, and that is fine. If the focus for the day, if the priority for the day is making this video, it is fine. It is what it is. I'm not going to feel guilty about not doing other things. All right, number 3 is being spontaneous in connecting with my friends and family. See, this year, especially this year, I have changed the way that I communicate with my family and friends, even more so, just so I can maintain a better relationship with them and grow our bonds, even though we're all so far away from each other. Look, in the past, I would be that one person Googling what is the time in XYZ place, and then calling them, oh, okay, it's 2 p.m. on your time. When can you talk? Can you talk 3 p.m. on Saturday? Oh, your 3 p.m. is my da-da-da-da. It almost never makes sense to book these kinds of appointments, because before you get the appointment booked, you have to meet with them or message them and go back and forth and back and forth. Oh, I'm not free, or yes, I'm free, or are you awake, or I'm awake. Obviously, I'm not calling people at midnight, right? But I just pick up my phone and I call my family and my friends. I just call them because they literally want to see me and I want to see them. We are not talking about work meetings here. I call them up and they pick up whenever they can. We talk and we enjoy our conversations in real time, and I don't get still news from 2 weeks ago. Do you know what I mean? I miss them and they miss me. If they pick up, that's great. If they don't, that is great. If they're not available, that is fine. Do you know what I mean? I keep it very simple. If somebody comes to my mind, my friend or a family member, I literally just call them or I message them. I don't have all day to call everybody, but I message people and I call people when I can. Now, sometimes the conversations can go on for like a whole hour, right? And sometimes the conversations last about 40 seconds to let me know, look, we'll call you back tomorrow. I'm busy. Okay, bye. But the whole scheduling, the delaying, all of that is done away with. I now foster genuine relationships in real time without having to wait, 6 months to find out that my grandfather bought a car. True story. Do you know what I mean? I now speak with people just when they come to mind. Message them, send them a photo, or call them, or leave them a voicemail or something, just so that I can keep these relationships going. And there you have it, 3 lessons that have shaped my life and hopefully does shape yours or gives you something to think about moving forward. If you liked this video, I bet you like this one here, where we explore 3 avenues in which you can take action in immediately to change your life for the better. Thank you for watching.